So today I thought I would make a quick review of The Hobbit. I was really excited to go see it. And I finally went and it was really good. The first thing that I really loved in the movie, it was of course expected. It's the lovely isn't even a strong word enough, the amazing landscapes of New Zealand. And I love that in Lord of the Rings, and I expected it in The Hobbit as well, and we got that, so I thought it was perfect. Peter Jackson makes amazing movies, and the quality, like how beautiful it is like such an attractive component of his movies. So I'm really happy that we still got that in The Hobbit, which I didn't expect less actually. The second thing that I really liked about The Hobbit was the intro. I love how they tied it to the beginning of The Lord of the Rings. So if you've only seen it in theaters, for you it will go back to 2001. If you're a freak like me, you've seen it about 10 times, so it probably only goes to like last year, a couple months ago, or perhaps even the day before you went to see The Hobbit, or a couple hours before. So I really like that, to see Elijah Wood again, and just to tie up the whole thing with the book and writing his story, and even the fact that it's just before the party, just before Gandalf arrives. So I thought it was fantastically done. Excuse me, I'm so excited I can't speak anymore. And another thing that I loved was Martin Freeman. Sherlock, the BBC TV show, is one, I think, of the best TV shows ever. And of course Martin Freeman's in that, and I've only recently watched the whole thing, the 2 series, and I thought he was fantastic. He is such an amazing actor because I completely forgot his Dr. Watson persona. So I think it takes really good actors to make you forget a role that you think they're so amazing in. So I thought he was quite good, and he played it so well. In The Hobbit, he plays this like gentle and naive and very like small, which is normal because it's a hobbit, like small character, and I thought he was fantastic in playing that. And I thought, my god, the best moment for me is when he leaves the house. It's like, I'm going on an adventure, and I was like, that's amazing. I thought it was a beautiful moment. Right now I'm gonna go on to what I disliked about the movie. I really loved the movies, but there were some things that I thought were really done, and also I did not expect it because of the quality of The Lord of the Rings, and it's the same people who did The Hobbit. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to be discussing now. The first thing, and I think we need to discuss the elephant, the big fat elephant in the room, the fact that they're doing 3 movies. What? Excuse me, have you seen like how big the book is? I have it right here, and it's tiny. It's like this big. It's what? Personally, like I'm okay, like I'm gonna go see all of them, and I love movies. I mean, they could do like 15, and I would probably go see all of them. But I think it's a bit ridiculous to do 3 when you've also done 3 for the whole Lord of the Rings series. Really? Like, you could have done like 8 movies for the Lord of the Rings and maybe 2 for The Hobbit. It would have been fine. But the fact that you only made 3 for the Lord of the Rings, and you're doing the same amount for a book like 3 times as small, no, that's really awkward. Which leads me to like my second point, which is the fact that I thought sometimes it was just dragging on and on. And my first example is the fact that the beginning, when all the dwarves are arriving at Bilbo Baggins's hobbit hole, whatever, I thought in the book it goes by so much faster. Like usually when you read it, it's like it's so much longer because like things are described and explained, blah blah, and it takes you longer to read through them than to watch them on screen, which I guess is a normal way to go about making movies. But then in The Hobbit, it went on and on and on. It was just there for like half an hour. I don't know. There are other moments as well that it was just like a bit slow paced, and I felt even a bit like I was being patronized. Like things were explained so much like obviously to us, And I was like, I'm not stupid. Like, I can tell things by looking at them. I like movies that I have to think and I have to, like, reflect on things. And no, I didn't get that with The Hobbit. It was all very obvious in its manner of um, recounting the tale. Also, I think that has to do with the end of the movie, which was like one of my least favorite scenes. Um, when they're like on the top of the rock thing, and then they're thanking Bilbo for being like an awesome, courageous hobbit. He's like, I'm not a hero. I'm just here along, to help you find your home. And I was like, okay, in Hollywood film class, we learned that, you have this like these traditional heroes in movies, and you have also like like a tradition of like anti-heroes. And I was like, clearly the whole movie, Bilbo was described as, not described, but like, we could see he was shown to be an anti-hero. Like, in the most weird ways, he would come and be courageous, and everybody was like, what? Where is that coming from? And I loved that. But then in the end, they're like, I'm not a hero. And I was like, why did you have to say it? Why? Because you didn't have to. It was so obvious, and now you're telling it to us, and then it just breaks the whole thing. It's like you're telling me what to think, Like, I didn't get it before. So I was a bit disappointed by how coddled we were as an audience. So after saying all that, I still loved the movie. I don't want you to think otherwise. And I'm gonna see it again. I'm planning to go see it again actually when I'm back in St. Andrews. And I fully recommend it. I think it's an amazing movie. It's beautiful. It's worth, going to see it in theaters for sure. And I think I would give it a 4 out of 5. Perhaps you agree, perhaps you disagree with me. I would love to know what you thought of the movie, and you can let me know in the comments below. And I'll read all of them. I love discussing movies, and I will probably make a series out of this and make a couple. I'm planning on doing one on Skyfall, which I went to see like a month ago. But I'm planning to do one on that. So if you like it, please don't hesitate to let me know if you'd like to hear me rant about a movie. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.